All right, folks, so before we go any further, please do so and hit the subscribe button for that way you can be up to date on some of the latest videos of upcoming toys that are coming out. And also, you could be up on toy reviews, and we also do toy hunts and such. But here we have the Toy Fair 2022 Trick or Treat Studios reveals. And we're going to go into it, and it's coming up next. All right, folks, so we're going to kick this thing off. Trick or Treat Studios is now doing a whole lot of action figures. They unveiled a lot of action figures for their Toy Fair 2022 that they have that should be up for pre-order around the summertime. And let's kick things off with the Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead. I'm doing my best because this is the first video of this type that I have done with reveals because I'm just a huge fan of Trick or Treat Studios, and I like the direction that this company is going with. They tend to have Halloween masks. Their masks are everywhere, all throughout Spirit Halloween shops, all over the internet. Everybody that is into Halloween knows who Trick or Treat Studios is. And now they're doing action figures. So I'm not sure if the Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead is going to be an actual 8-inch figure, or if it's going to be much like their Captain Spalding that they did earlier they have already released. That is a 5.5-inch figure. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into depth on this and see. It's quite possible that this could be an 8-inch figure to compete with a lot of NECA figures that are also coming out in 2022 that have been revealed. All right, folks, so here's another photo of how he's gonna look. This figure just looks completely insane, and I can't wait to review this. I'm a huge fan of Return of the Living Dead, and he is well known in the horror community. This Return of the Living Dead is more of a kind of horror comedy, and Tar Man is cult classic, part of this cult classic all the way around, and I really am dying to get my hands on this figure and review this. All right, folks, so here goes for some of you Halloween fans out there. They are revealing a 1/6 scale versions of the Halloween H2o and the Halloween Resurrection and the Dr. Loomis figures for their 1/6 scale. These, I believe, are 12-inch action figures, fully clothed, and usually their action figures run from about $120 up to $150 for the 12-inch ones. Don't know exactly how much these ones are going to be, but it's going to be really nice to see some of these in person and be able to unbox them and review them here on my channel. So I'm definitely going to get my pre-orders in for these. All right, folks, so here we have Michael Myers H2o. This figure is really nice. Like I said, it's going to be 12 inches tall. So get your pre-orders in right away for all you Halloween fans. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much these are going to be. They're probably, I'm going to say it again, between $120 to $150. And they'll probably end up doing a bloody variant of these. So we're going to have to just wait and see. But get your pre-orders in for these the moment that the summertime hits. All right, folks, so let's take a look at the Halloween Resurrection Michael Myers. This is also going to be a 12-inch figure. He's going to bring some stuff, so you better believe it. Get your pre-orders in as soon as you can for this. I'm not really a huge Halloween Resurrection fan because it's definitely the worst Halloween movie that I've ever seen out of all of them, but the actual figure looks insane. And for all of us Halloween collectors, this is something that we have to have in our collection, especially as completionists. So yeah, definitely Trick or Treat Studios is doing it big, and they revealed a whole lot coming out for 2022. Here is a much larger image of Michael Myers from Halloween Resurrection. Yeah, this speaks volumes. This is completely terrifying. I like the real jumpsuit. I like everything about this. It's a home run, even though the movie was a dud. But this is definitely a home run and one that I'm looking forward to picking up and adding to my collection. All right, folks. So next on the list is one of my favorite actors from any Halloween movie other than Jamie Lee Curtis is Donald Pleasence as Dr. Loomis. They are bringing out a 1/6 scale. This is a 12-inch action figure. This figure just speaks volumes. I mean, I could just hear it now. Michael! Michael! I shot him! I shot him 6 times! He kept walking! Right? And this is the man that I think that made Michael Myers, and I can't stress that enough. You can't have a Halloween collection without having a Dr. Loomis in your collection. So for all of us completionists, yeah, this is definitely a must. This is a must-have for me here at MOE'S Toy Room. So I'm going to definitely have a pre-order in on this one the moment that they become available, because I want to review this figure so bad and add it to my collection. All right, folks, so here is a fuller body pose you could see right there of Donald Pleasence as Dr. Loomis. This is how he is going to look. This is a beautiful piece. I actually just reviewed the 2-pack, the Ultimate 2-pack with Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis, and I thought that Dr. Loomis was fantastic, but when you see this is just incredible. It looks split image to the actual actor, Donald Pleasence, and yeah, I'm definitely putting in a pre-order for this one for sure. I gotta have this in my collection. All right, folks, next in line is the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. This right here is probably the one that I am the most impressed with out of the 1/6 scale for the Halloween figures coming out. Other than the Dr. Loomis, this figure is just beautiful. It has Halloween Kills written all over it. You can't go wrong getting this. I'm sure it's going to bring a lot of extras with this figure. I'm wondering if Trick or Treat Studios has any plans on doing a bloody variant of this. I would absolutely love to have both figures if I could. But I can't wait to get my hands on this and review this one. So for sure, my pre-orders for Dr. Loomis and for Michael Myers Halloween Kills and for the H2o figures are definitely going in. I'm still on the fence with the Resurrection one, but for sure, those 3 figures are figures that I want to bring home here to MOE'S Toy Room. You could take a look the way that this looks. This is just impressive. I mean, this thing just looks dynamite. If you're a Halloween fan, hit up Trick or Treat Studios and start getting the info, getting release dates on when your pre-orders can be taken for this figure, because I believe that these are for the summer. This one might be up for pre-order, but most of these are all for pre-orders for the summer. So we're just going to have to wait and see, but I know I'm going to get mine in the day that these go on for pre-orders because I have to have one of these. All right, folks, so Trick or Treat Studios is also, they have revealed for their pre-order for summer of 2022, 1/6 scale, 12-inch figures, all real clothing, everything, a lot of extras, of Leatherface. If you are a huge fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this is what Trick or Treat Studios is giving us. These figures are impressive looking. We're going to get the I believe it's the part 3 Leatherface. The movie is just called Leatherface. That would be the one furthest to the left. The one in the middle, I believe that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. And then the Leatherface on the far right, I believe, is the remake Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. These ones definitely need to be pre-ordered here from MOE'S Toy Room. because I got to have these. I'm definitely putting in pre-orders for these. I'm a huge fan of this. I love horror, but this symbolizes horror at its fullest strength. And Trick or Treat Studios is delivering with these guys. Let's see if we could get a better look at some of these. All right, folks, so here is a full body pose on how they are going to look. I'm sure that the chainsaws that they're going to bring is going to be split image. I know that the Leatherface one, I believe it's part 3, the one that's just Leatherface, the one that has a chainsaw that says Saw's Family, the one furthest to the left. I'm sure that chainsaw is going to look pretty insane, and then the remake is just going to look so realistic and just so insane. But the one that's going to be funny is I'm wondering if on the part 2 Leatherface, the one in the middle, I'm wondering if they're going to give him that overextended chainsaw, because I know that he had a really, really long chainsaw in that movie. So let's just wait and see what goes on here. We're going to get more information over the next few months on what these guys are going to bring, how their boxes are going to look, and prices of these. But these are definitely going to be a steal if they are around between the $120 and $150 mark each. They're definitely going to be a steal. I don't know the exact price, but that's usually about what their 1/6 scales go for. But not unless they're going to raise the rates, because I know that the price of toys has went up. So we're just going to have to wait for the future, for the next few months, and see what the prices are going to be for pre-orders on these. This is going to be a must. Some of us are going to jump on it. It may not be for everybody, but Trick or Treat Studios is doing their best to get their product across to all genres, all age groups. So this, I think, is a great addition to the action figures that they're putting up for pre-order in 2022. Yeah, it seems as if they're going to have a alternate head with this character. You can see him with mouth closed right there. Yeah, this is going to be a nice figure. I think you're going to get more figure for your buck on this one. This is going to be one of those ones to where you're going to get a whole lot of action figure for the price. So we're just going to have to wait and see. They haven't really revealed prices on these yet. They're just doing reveals, but this is going to be a must-go for a lot of the older generation that grew up on the original Hammer monsters or the Universal monsters. All right, so next on the list is Frankenstein from the Hammer films. This figure, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this. I'm a big Boris Karloff fan as the monster Frankenstein. I'm a little on the fence on this. I don't know if I am going to go ahead and purchase this one. But you never know here at Moe's Toy Room. We tend to end up purchasing a lot of things just to make sure that our fan base is covered and that we make sure everyone is happy and that we are happy here at Moe's Toy Room doing what we're doing. And this is one that I'm on the fence with. So we're just going to have to wait and see. All right, so here is a full body pose. This looks a whole lot better. Yeah, I can't stress it enough. Trick or Treat Studios is just bringing it. They have jumped into the action figure scene 100% now. And this is good because we need this, right? We need new blood out there, something new to collect. We need more of a variety of things. And Trick or Treat Studios is doing that for us. I have been a fan from theirs from the moment I bought their first mask. The company is grade A, very, very high class, very good to deal with. Everyone's friendly, and they're quick to answer questions too, which is really cool compared to other companies, which I will not mention due to the fact that this is all about Trick or Treat Studios here. And I am very glad that they're doing some things like this for all their fans. All right, folks, next on the list is the 8-inch action figure of Pumpkinhead. You can see with that diorama that they got right behind him, he just looks completely insane. This is the only picture that I can find right now of Pumpkinhead in action figure form for Trick or Treat Studios. But I will say this is a must. This is going to be an 8-inch figure. And you know us here at MOE'S Toy Room, we love our action figures. And I have reviewed so many action figures from horror, but we have not been treated with a Pumpkinhead since the old days of the old movie Maniac line. And I think that this is something that we need, something different. And this horror icon, I can't wait to bring him home here to MOE'S Toy Room. I'm just wondering as to how much these 8-inch figures are going to cost. I'm wondering if they're going to be from the $30 range. They'll probably be between $30 and $40, I'm guessing. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't hit the $50 range, depending on what they bring. We don't know yet. It's going to be something, it's somewhat of a mystery now, but I'm sure when pre-orders go up for this, I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering this. I'm going to drop a whole lot of wallet here at Trick or Treat Studios for pre-orders. Let me tell you something. These guys are going to run me broke. So plan on a lot of Trick or Treat Studios toy reviews here at MOE'S Toy Room to all of a sudden appear all at once, because, hey, the moment these go up for pre-orders, I'm there. All right, folks, so next on the list is the Toxic Avenger. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 5.5-inch or 5-inch action figure, much like the House of a Thousand Corpses Captain Spalding figure was. I'm not quite yet sure, but if so, these figures will probably go between $15.99 up. Well, they'll be more likely under $20 figures. So I'm thinking that this is probably for their 5-inch figure line. So they're going to also release a Toxic Avenger action figure. So if you're a Toxic Avenger fan, yeah, you might want to get your pre-orders in for this one the moment that they go up for the Toxic Avenger. All right, folks, next on the list is the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They are revealing 3 of them. Well, they're bringing 3 of them to the dance. These are going to be from their 8-inch action figure line. This is the only photo that I could find right now. Shorty has his eyebrow raised right there. You can see him. These guys are just a blast just to look at. For sure, this is being pre-ordered. For sure. First day these go on, hands down. Not only am I a fan, but all my kids are fans of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We went crazy for these the moment that anything from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the moment the Spirit Halloween decided to do some Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But now we have action figures. And Trick or Treat Studios, the beautiful people from Trick or Treat Studios, are bringing these to us. For sure, the moment these things get released, you could bet your dollar that I will be reviewing these here at MOE'S Toy Room. These are a must, and I have to have these in my collection. I'm just wondering on the price, just waiting to see the price point. But right now, at this point, I don't think that price right now matters, due to the fact that I know that these are going to be affordable and something that I'm definitely going to pre-order. So if you are a huge fan of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, these are definitely the action figures for you. You can see them right there. So yeah, I'm really, really excited the moment that they reveal these at Toy Fair 2022. Yeah, this is a must-have. All right, next in the line for the 8-inch line, here comes Jacob from, yeah, I can't remember the name of this, Candy Corn. Yeah, Candy Corn. Jacob from Candy Corn. If you have not yet seen this movie, because I was being distracted with the Dr. Death in the background, so I'm like, Dr. Death? That's not Dr. Death. That's Jacob, right? From Candy Corn. So if you've never seen this movie, this movie, for being a new movie, is a throwback to the 80s type style. And I absolutely loved it. Jacob is a new horror icon. This is going to be a cult classic. And I believe that Trick or Treat Studios also announced that they're going to be doing a 2-pack with Jacob and Dr. Death. That's going to be a part of that. So be on the lookout for that. So there's probably going to be 2 different figures of this one, if not the same figure that they're going to add into a 2-pack. So we're just going to have to wait and see as to what goes on there and the price scale of this. This is definitely one that I will be bringing home. I like this, and I might even pick up a copy of his actual mask, because Trick or Treat Studios also sells his mask. And I'll probably even put that on for the review the moment that I get my hands on this. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that turns out. But I was really happy to see that Jacob finally got released, and that a company is given the devil his due. He deserves to be on the big stage, deserves to be on the big platform. This new cult classic, Jacob, is now coming to all of our homes, courtesy of Trick or Treat Studios. Another action figure for their 8-inch line that is coming out is the murderer from the movie Motel Hell. Yeah, this is one of those movies. I'm really surprised that they're making an action figure of this. But whenever you get a guy with a big, huge pig's head, well, he's wearing a pig's head with a chainsaw, yeah, that brings on your curiosity, right? So, yeah, definitely this figure is also coming out for their 8-inch line. Trick or Treat Studios has revealed here for their Toy Fair 2022. Next on the list for their 8-inch line is Candyman. This is the newer Candyman, with the newer actor playing him, not the Tony Todd Candyman. The Tony Todd Candyman is the one that I absolutely love. But this, version of Candyman, this is the first release of the new actor as Candyman, I believe, from any company in action figure form. And Trick or Treat Studios is tackling it right away, jumping all over this. For all of you Candyman fans out there, he's going to be available for pre-order in the summer. 8-inch version of this, so get your pre-orders in for the brand new Candyman. All right, folks, so this is the only photo that I could find of Michael Myers in action figure form. I'm not sure if this figure is going to be from the 5.5-inch scale line or the 8-inch, because he's over there next to the Killer Clowns from Outer Space and a very much larger Pumpkinhead, which is from the 8-inch line. So there's a good chance that this might be a 5-inch or 5.5-inch action figure. We have to just wait and see on this. But Trick or Treat Studios is taking on Michael Myers in action figure form. And for all of us that collect Michael Myers, this is definitely a must have. It almost looks like as if it's the 1978 version of them. But we're just going to have to wait and see on that for when the pre-orders go up for this. But this is something that I'm going to be all over the moment that the pre-orders go up for this. I'm definitely on top of this one because I want to bring this one home to Moe's Toy Room. All right, folks. So next on the list is for the 5-inch scale, 5.5-inch scale. The rest of the set of the House of 1,000 Corpses. This is the only picture that I could find on this. It looks like you have Showcase Baby Firefly, that Sherry Moon zombie when she dressed up as, in her showgirl attire, next to her crazed brother Otis, where he's dressed up in like his devil attire. Then you have the Executioner. He's the one to the far right with the breathing mask on, with the red tube and the red head. And then you have Dr. Satan, the one to the far left, also with the breathing mask and clear tube. These are action figures, and I was impressed with the Captain Spalding figure that goes to these. Now they're giving us the rest. I have reviewed that figure here on this channel, so please do so and check out that review. Go into my library and look at the review that I did with the Trick or Treat Studios Captain Spalding action figure, and it will give you an insight as to how good these are going to be. So these are a must, big must all over the place. Just love these. I got to bring these home to complete my set and review them here at Moe's Toy Room. And I'm guessing that these are going to be any under the $20 mark. I'm not sure if they're all going to be like $15.99 or something, due to the fact of Dr. Satan and the Executioner being much larger. So we're just going to have to wait and see on the price on that. But I'll tell you, the moment that these come in, Trick or Treat Studios sends them out right away. I mean, lightning shipping. So pre-order these the moment that they go up, because I know I will. And if this is not your thing, please tune in and watch me review them, because I absolutely am looking forward to the rest of the House of a Thousand Corpses action figures. All right, folks, so next on the list is for their 5-inch or 5.5-inch action figure line. And here comes the Terrifier himself, Art the Clown. They already have a 1/6 scale of this available at Trick or Treat Studios, a standard and a bloody variant of this. This is the action figure, the 5-inch or 5.5-inch action figure. To that, looks like he brings his trash bag. It brings a whole lot of weapons. This deranged clown right here, he actually used that saw that's in his hand to saw a girl completely in half, which is one of the craziest things I've seen on screen. He is coming to action figure form. Definitely we are going to pre-order this to get our hands on this one for sure. I'm looking forward to doing a review of this one as well. I'm going to be blowing a lot of money. We'll be spending a lot of money to have some of the things that I really want. And these are action figures that I really want. And right now, Trick or Treat Studios is just like touching me in the heart right now. It just feels good to me knowing that these figures, such as Art the Clown, are bringing a whole new spin and whole new life to the world of collecting and to horror. And yeah, just bringing it. Trick or Treat Studios jumped into the action figure line full force, and you're welcome, Trick or Treat. Welcome to the action figure line, because you guys are definitely bringing it, and I'm definitely a customer, and I'm going to purchase this one as soon as I can and review it here at Moe's Toy Room. All right, next on the list, folks, you are not going to believe this. This is a 50-inch Pennywise the Clown action figure coming to us from Trick or Treat Studios. I'm assuming that this figure is going to be hundreds of dollars. This is definitely something that I know for sure my daughter's going to pick up. She is a huge Pennywise collector. She even has her arm all the way tattooed up with Pennywise all over it. She's that big of a fan of the It chapters, or the It Chapter 1 or Chapter 2, or the original It. This is right up her alley, and she has already said it. She says, "Dad, I gotta have that." They're saying that you could even set this thing down in a rocking chair. Let's take a better look at some of the poses that he brings. Here is a picture of his face up close. Look at the piercing eyes, the craftsmanship on this action figure. Not action figure, on this doll. Remember, this is 50 inches tall. So that's bigger than most young children. You know how many young children are going to be scared of this? They walk into somebody's house and they see that thing sitting in like a rocking chair. All right, so this is a pre-order for the summer of 2022. You could get your pre-orders in for Trick or Treat Studios for their 50-inch Pennywise the Clown doll. This is a must-have for any Pennywise fan or any fan of It, the movies. So if you're a fan of It, this is right up your alley, and start saving some coin today. If you're one that could just throw out all those hundreds of dollars to get this piece, and do it. But yeah, definitely this is a must. And this is big for something for Trick or Treat Studios to bring out. This is a huge reveal. This was a reveal all by itself. That's how big of a deal this is right here. Let me repeat this. 50-inch Pennywise the Clown, pre-orders coming December of 2022. All right, folks, so Trick or Treat Studios also is releasing Sam from the movie Trick or Treat. This is a 1/6 scale figure for their 12-inch line. He is going to bring a whole lot of stuff with them. You can see right there in the photo. This is the photo that I got. So yeah, here we have Sam. This one right here is another 1/6 scale. I'm gonna have to pull the trigger on. Definitely, I gotta bring this home. This figure not only is cute, but it's very deadly and very horrific at the same time. It gives you all your guilty pleasures all in one, and it belongs to a new hit movie, one of the biggest movies out there, Trick or Treat. Couldn't come better to us than from Trick or Treat Studios, the way that they did this. This is a must-have. I'm wondering if the top of that pumpkin with the flames is going to actually light up. It wouldn't surprise me if Trick or Treat Studios doesn't have something to make that happen. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a more expensive figure, but definitely worth the money.